What do you think about politics?
I reckon
Neil knows quite a bit.
I call myself a libertarian.
What, sorry?
We're also libertarians.
Libertarian.
Oh, really? Do you do anything with Libertas or anything?
Not as such, we're just doing our own sort of...
We're non-party, you know, we just carry a message,
Everyone
issues.
the green pies.
Well, like, I don't know, it's really weird.
My
when,
vote's
like,
going to be tomorrow.
fucking kids seem to think that like left wing and right wing means something when it actually has no. But it's just words that have been like people have come up with just to try and keep people. Like it's like putting plasters on top of like a broken situation.
But this is what our belief is as well.
It's like, well, what we need to do is just get rid of the whole system and like fucking start with like the gold-backed currency. Fucking
Like Ron Paul says, huh?
yeah, Ron Paul, man. I like where you guys are coming from. Yeah, like just listen to Ron Paul. Like just have a right. I don't know. I just think
We've been conned, aren't we? Pretty much. And the financial system has been set up a long time ago to over a long period of time to take our money off us.
that's it. And like every single recession, we just get more and more sort of enslaved to like because we're the collateral by which fucking these debts, you know, brought on. It's insane. Like
And our children. And
yeah, and it's just every time that a recession happens, we just get brought more and more under the fucking line of the Bank of England. Like we're the collateral, and one day we're going to get repossessed.
what are your thoughts on the Bank of England then?
Oh, it's a terrible institution, you know.
I mean, is it a public? I mean, your friends might not know. Is it public? Is it private? Is it?
It's not public anymore. I mean, what was it? 1997 wasn't the first thing that fucking Tony Blair did was to give like more autonomy to the Bank of England. It's a terrible move, trying to make it more like the Fed over in America, because they think that that's the way that the economy should work. But like, you can't have people living outside of their means, and that's the way they're trying to. Like, this is the thing, they want like some quick accumulation of wealth. Well, that's not how wealth should be. People don't even know what money means, man. People think that like you want to earn money, but that's not it. Money's just the theocracy. You know, like if you want to accumulate wealth is a separate thing to money altogether. And it's just insane. Like we have all these things on the news. Like people are talking about inflation. When people talk about inflation, and what they mean when they say it is money is worth less. But that's not what inflation is. That's the symptom rather than the cause. It's just insane that like everybody's talking about a broken economy. Nobody has any idea what it means.
Even the economists.
Even the economists, even people like fucking, is it Alan Greenspan, like all of those guys, when they're, you know, called up in front of Ron Paul, and Ron Paul gives them a fuck is the lesson. You know, it's just nuts that people don't even know what these words mean.
Where do you get your information from? Because you're obviously quite well read or...
YouTube, and it's just insane that everybody has access to this information, but nobody knows about it because they're too busy fucking thinking about, you know, whether Jay Goody's in heaven or fucking, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, I mean,
Britain's Got Talent.
yeah, Britain's Got Talent. Who gives a shit? Like, and that's the thing. They massacred Suzanne Boyle. They ruined that woman. But who's responsible for it? And who's the people who are moralising it? The same people that brought it down. The same people who built up everybody's expectations. It's got the weight of like everyone in the UK's expectations on it. And then they just, when they bring it down, they've fucking got all these editorials about how terrible it is. And it's the same people.
But we were trying to find out today about what people thought about Europe and what people thought about tomorrow and who they'd be voting for. So you said the Green Party.
I'm not going to vote because I don't think we should be in Europe. I don't think we should have centralised.
I wouldn't even vote for the new film. I'm just...
You're just trying to give your own 2 cents.
Yeah, no,
Just,
it's
I might as
fine.
well vote
Everybody's,
for
you know, we're all
something
people,
that's
we've all got...
worthwhile. You know what I mean? I don't believe in any other pies, to be honest.
What do you think about global warming?
I think it's a bit of a
I don't.
I think like we had.
I'm really scared.
Because we have got in this planet a lot of real environmental issues, like the Americans and the British and the French, and lots of people have tested nukes in the atmosphere, under the water, even actually plainly on the water. They've done stuff like cut the whole of the Brazilian rainforest down, like 9 to 15% of it's disappeared.
Every decade or so we have a different scapegoat. So back in like the early, this is the thing people forget. Back in the early 90s, you remember about ozone layer? We don't have the ozone layer problem anymore.
But they do in Australia where they set the nukes off.
Yeah, that's
they've all
it.
got skin cancer.
It's a bit of a hysteria. Like it seems like they kind of want to make people worry about it.
You know, it's the same as like fucking low salt diets and low fat diets. It's like what it should really be, because we've eaten salt and fat for like millions of years. What we should be worried about is bovine growth hormone, fucking that sort of thing, you know. And it's insane that people are like
Genetically modified foods.
genetically modified foods. You know, it's like, why aren't people concerned about that? It's like, it's just to keep people distracted. It's the same with global warming. What we should really be worried about is, I don't know, like the fact that we cut down.
Well, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff apart from global warming, pretty much.
That's it. It's just to keep people away from the real issues. It's like how news report. Like, I mean, I don't know. You watch News, right? You must watch News, right? Charlie Brooker's News.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about how the news reports wars and how like nobody understands how or why war's happening, because it's just become an emotional exercise to see like what the like human value is. Like, it's just all you see now in war reporting is like people crying and stuff. There's never any discussion of how the war happened.
Yeah, it's true.
It was something like on the entrance into the Iraq War, there was more beer and pizza sold in America than like on the Super Bowl, because they said, yeah, this is going to be live. Get home, you know, this is going to be live, and it was called Shock and Awe. It was called Shock and Awe that the operations are going.
Yeah, it's like 24-hour rolling news as well, trying to like squeeze a story.
Like Fox News, they turn it into like some kind of bravado. Like, it's all just like this like stupid, really silly headline about it.
Yeah. And they call it fair and balanced.
Fair and balanced troops, and they just feed Americans this bullshit propaganda about how to just war and how this should happen and whatnot. But it's just like a bollocks, really.
What's this project for? Are you just doing it like?
Just doing it for before all of our civil liberties are eroded, really, and trying to get an army of Brummies together who'd be willing to sort of come out here and try and talk about issues.
Is this a music CD or is this?
No, this is three different documentaries.
Oh really?
The first one you probably want to watch is the face of the real EU.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of other ones on there as well, which are very interesting. Sort of take you down. That's the best way to describe it. Take you down the rabbit hole, and you find out a lot of stuff that the news previously hadn't told you.
Well, I think what you guys are doing today is a really valuable thing. The thing is, like with things like Libertas and that, it's like because it's a UK-wide organisation, you don't feel like you're connected to it. But if you're down on the streets, actually like just giving stuff out to people and filming it, I think it's a really worthwhile exercise.
Well, today we work out from percentages and the rest of it how many people have got this vibe and how many people know what's going on a bit. And
have you talked to many people who are clued in? Like,
we've just stopped about 3 people in a row who are,
it's not because people know, but people don't know what to do. Like it's the same with me. Like I know, but I don't know what to do about it. Like I think it's the same as a lot of people. People think get organised, but like organisations inevitably turn into like the same. This is the thing. Like when I think about like,
or they get hijacked by somebody of power, and everybody looks to them and sort of thinks it's all good.
I think it's just the problem is like it's just a natural thing that like. You answer my phone? Yep. It might be guilt. I think it's like a natural thing. Any like power like base to end up turning to like your
Hello, this is someone entering Neil's phone. For him who isn't,
we're gonna have to go.
That's all right. Nice to meet you. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Brummies against the New World Order.
Brummies against the New World Order. Rad.
Get on there.
Yeah, it is.
I have a meet up on a Sunday night at the Prince of Wales pub. We get various speakers.
Did you put the Alex Jones film on there?
Okay.
Was that you guys?
That was
we were gonna go, but like,
come down there.
yeah, that's a Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night, 6 o'clock. Usually film starts at like 7 or whatever. Or otherwise, we just sit and have a drink and have a chat, chat the news.
Yeah, well, me, just be me.
Just good to keep ourselves linked together, so that
that's
we're not all separated through society and don't get to speak to each other. It's good to speak to people that have common interests.
What's your name?
John.
It's Neil.
Neil, good to meet you.
Jacob, nice to meet you.
It's real nice to meet you. Yeah, I'll see you on
Do you want to
Sunday.
take a few more of them then?
Yeah, I'll pass them around.
I've got bucket loads, so I'm trying to get rid of them.
Cheers.
For the
Lovely to meet you.
area
Sorry,
people.
Jason.
We need it. Oh, we're done now anyway. It's okay.
Okay, let's
Yeah, okay. I'll see you in a bit, Carly.
Sorry, what's your name?
Look at game.
James.
Go on.
John.
John and
Jacob.
nice to meet you guys.
We've got all the biblical names here, apart from Neil.
Cool, hey.
That was wicked, wasn't it?
Doesn't look like we're going to get any ignorant people. But ignorant people don't stop there, I don't know.
I think that's probably what it is.
Getting established and shot.
Is the energy being powered in through your phallus?
I'm shaking now, I'm on my Zoom.
That's good. Why is it the young people are much more willing to stop? Is it because we're young?
Yeah.
Or is it because
No,
they're a bit more alive and
yeah, they're not broken yet. You know what I mean? They're not. They haven't
they don't
given
want
up.
to hear it? The older people don't want to hear it. So, have you got 2 minutes?
Sorry, mate.
I've got 3 DVDs for you now.
Alright.
Very important. Just watch it and make what you think of it. We're actually doing a bit of filming and asking people about European elections tomorrow.
Right, okay.
You interested in going on camera for 1 minute?
Unfortunately, I've got to go and get a bus.
Okay, please do watch that.
No problem.
Thank you.